Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Rider Nation Station broadcast. My name is Howie Spencer. And starting out with tonight, they're going to be doing senior night. We'll do a little recognition for everybody. We have a field camera on there, so please stay tuned. As pregame, we still have 14 minutes remaining, but all the seniors will be coming through, going through the horseshoe. Once again, senior night here for the boys. Excited to see what tonight's going to be looking like. With that being said, I would leave it to the field cam, and we will join back around with Seth Hertenstein and myself around the 5-minute mark of pregame. Thank you.
Tonight is a very special night. It's senior night here at Rough Rider Field. We are here to celebrate 10 incredible seniors who have been given their hearts, sweat, and smiles to the team. They've made memories we'll never forget, inspired their teammates, and showed what it truly means to be a Rough Rider. Before we kick off tonight's game against Maumee Valley Country Day, let's take a moment to honor these seniors, their families, and all the moments that made their high school careers so special. Starting off with number 0, Landon Klaus. Parents are Chad and Jessica Klaus. His favorite team to play is Salina. His most memorable moment is Braden Keller's goal in the playoffs to win the district championship. His pregame ritual is listening to music. His dad is his biggest inspiration. His plans are to go to college. His advice to his younger teammates is to make the best of these 4 years because it really does go fast. One more time for number 0, Landon Klaus. Next up, number 3, Caden Neergardner. Parents are Brian and Nikki Neergardner. Caden's favorite team to play is Wapak. His most memorable moment is going to regional finals his sophomore year. His pregame ritual is writing on Cohen's wrist tape. His biggest inspiration is his older sister, Chloe. Caden plans to attend college to study physical therapy. His advice for younger teammates, cherish every moment because it will come to an end someday. One more time for number 3, Caden Neergardner. Number 5, Landon Dietz. Parents are Adam and Kristen Dietz. His favorite team to play is Salina. His most memorable moment is Noah's goal against Salina. His pregame ritual is shooting before the games. His biggest inspiration is his older brother, Michael. His future plans are to attend Ohio State for aerospace engineering. His advice for younger teammates is don't dwell on mistakes. See them as opportunities to learn and improve. One more time for number 5, Landon Dietz. Number 7, Cohen Kraft. Parents are Luke and Kylie Kraft and Kirsten Shreves. His favorite team to play is Salina. Cohen's most memorable moment is beating Salina his sophomore year in the district finals. His pregame ritual is stretching with Brady Triplett, having Caden Neergardner write on his wrist tape, and praying in the huddle. His biggest inspiration is his mom. His future plans after graduation are to go to Ohio State University to get a nursing degree, then attend dental school. Cohen's advice to his younger teammates is never to take a moment for granted in this sport. Love your teammates like your family. Enjoy the good and the bad games. Always give your best effort any chance you get, because once the time is gone, it's gone. One more time for number 7, Cohen Kraft. Number 10, Jake Ackroyd. Parents are Pete and Allison Ackroyd. Jake's favorite team to play is Shawnee. His most memorable moment is Cody Burt scoring twice against Lexington in the playoffs. His pregame ritual is praying during the national anthem. His biggest role model is his dad. Jake's future plans are to attend the University of Cincinnati and study aerospace engineering. His advice to younger teammates is just enjoy every moment. Number 10, Jake Ackroyd. Number 11, Hunter Winget. Parents are Greg and Tracy Winget. His favorite team? Well, he doesn't have a specific team, but he loves youth night. He loves to see all the young hearts that look up to them and want to be like them. His favorable moment is the last game of his sophomore year. He remembers playing with friends and cheering on the team. It was a sad day being the last game, but it was fun and he would go back in a heartbeat. His pregame ritual, he loves to start every game with a prayer to thank God for the ability to play and keep everyone, us and opponents, safe from injury. His biggest role models are both of his parents. They work hard to better themselves and to provide care for him and his siblings, no matter how tired they are. Future plans are to attend college for a general business degree and an agricultural degree. He's excited to do many internships and job shadows during college. His advice to younger teammates is to just have fun no matter what. If you're not having fun, it's not worth it. You only have 4 years and it flies by, so have fun and don't wish it away. Number Hunter Winget. Number 16, Brady Triplett. Parents are Matt and Jill Triplett. His favorite team to play is Shawnee. His memorable moment is the assist that gave the winning goal against Salina in district finals to advance to the Elite Eight for the first time since 2013. His pregame ritual is waving to his parents in the stands during walkout. His biggest inspiration is his brother Reese for all of his hard work in academics and athletics and all the support he shows him. His future plans are to attend OSU Lima and major in engineering technology. His advice to his younger teammates is always show up and work hard at both practice and in games. Number 16, Brady Triplett. Number 24, Will Ross. Parents, Scott and Stephanie Ross. His favorite team to play is Kenton because no one likes them and they are a good and physical team to play. His most memorable moment, he couldn't think of any specific moment, so he would say every game that he gets to play with his teammates are his favorite. His pregame ritual, he takes 2 packs of liquid IV before every game. His biggest inspiration is his dad. Plans after graduation, not sure yet. His advice to younger teammates, take in all of your high school career because it moves by very fast. Number 24, Will Ross. Number 25, Isaiah Fast. Parents are Scott and Shauna Fast. Isaiah's favorite team to play is Shawnee. His most memorable moment is winning the WBL. His favorite hype song is Somewhere I Belong by Linkin Park. His biggest inspiration is Scott Albers. Isaiah's plans after graduation are traveling and attending trade school. Isaiah's advice to younger teammates, keep God first. Number 25, Isaiah Fast. Number 29, Lincoln Waterman. Parents are Todd Waterman, Jenny Brown, and Doug and Kelly Adams. His favorite team to play is Liberty Benton. Some of the best talent he has played these 2 years, and they've always brought their best. His most memorable moment is finding out he started varsity last year after not playing soccer for 7 years. His dad couldn't make the games last year due to shutdown at work, so starting varsity meant they could watch the games on YouTube together. His pregame ritual is always giving his time to God, talking to him, and praying before the games. He loves listening to calm, slow-down music to get out of his head before a game. His recent favorite is yacht rock, and it's amazing. His biggest inspiration is both his mom and dad. They touch him so much in different ways. They are two that will always want to see him succeed. He doesn't know what he'd do without him, especially his mom. She's an angel and his best friend. His plans after graduation are to attend Rhodes to become a physical therapist and minor in business while working. He has a dream to open his own physical therapy business. His advice to his younger teammates is take all the troubles and celebrations to God. Give your time to him so you can see the true beauty of everything in life, even the bad. Number 29, Lincoln Waterman. Together, let's give one more huge round of applause for our class of 2025 seniors. And a special thank you to this class for their dedication, hard work, and the memories you've given to us for St. Mary's Rough Rider Soccer. Tonight, we celebrate you on and off the field. Congratulations, seniors.
No, what is it exactly? Because I heard touch in different ways.
His parents touching us. Oh my god. It's Xavier Miller. Oh my gosh. Hi, Mr. Spencer. Hi.
What's up, guys?
Never say that again.
Calvin!
All right, and welcome back, Rider Nation Station. As I said, my name is Howie Spencer. Alongside me is Mr. Seth Hertenstein. Seth, how are you, my friend?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing all right. Really good to see you. Excited for tonight's match. And as we stated previously, it is senior night. Super exciting. The fact that we have 10 seniors that are going to be starting out on the field tonight. It's going to be an emotional night for the boys. Pretty exciting stuff. What do you say?
Yeah, we got a couple of seniors that haven't played a whole lot this season. This will be a good opportunity for them tonight against a non-league opponent. Senior night, hopefully they can stay on the field quite a bit, get a lot of time in, maybe even score a couple goals, but it's going to be pretty tough against this opponent tonight, so we'll see.
And just to give a shout out in the names of the seniors, we have Caden Neergarter, Landon Dietz, Cullen Kraft, Jake Ackroyd, Hunter Winget, Brady Triplett, Will Ross, Isaiah Fast, Lincoln Waterman, and Landon Klaus. Now, what do you think of that number of seniors for the boys' team?
It's great to see. It's always great to see somebody start and end playing the full 4 years. And even if they don't play the full 4 years, just having that many seniors, that means that's that many guys that even though they've got 100 other things to worry about in life, turning 18, graduating, girlfriends, jobs, whatever else, they still are willing to put in the time and the energy to play soccer.
For sure. Now, moving forward to our opponent tonight, Maumee Valley. The record is 11-0-1. What have you seen by this team so far?
Only one common opponent between the Riders and them. That's Walpock. They beat Walpock 1-0. The Riders beat Walpock 4-0. Just the score doesn't necessarily mean anything. From what I've seen, Maumee's schedule is not quite the toughest in the world, but when you win 11 games, lose none, it's pretty hard to argue with them being a pretty good team. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, total goals for this team, 74, averaging 6. Goals against, 10, averaging just under 1 for every contest that they have had so far. And both teams are going to be lining up, finding a center field. We will now be going to the announcer's booth for starting lineups and the Star Spangled Banner.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Board of Education and Administration of St. Mary's Memorial High School, we welcome you to beautiful Rough Rider Field for tonight's non-league match featuring our guests, the Miami Valley Hawks, and your St. Mary's Memorial Rough Riders. In order to make this match as enjoyable as possible, please represent your school and your community in a positive and respectful manner by following the rules, speaking and acting responsibly, showing courtesy and respect for all involved, including fans, officials, coaches, administrators, and of course your team and their opponents. Let's respect each other and respect the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a nation with freedoms like no other. To celebrate those freedoms and those who have defended and those who are currently defending these freedoms we all enjoy, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's officials have been selected in accordance with the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Associations. Let us welcome and thank Mike Kay and Doug Heingardner for being a part of tonight's match. And now let's meet the teams. First, for our guests from Maumee Valley, their starters are number 4, Oliver Dunn. Number 7, Braden Nichols. Number 8, Zane Altawe. Number 9, Jaden Dickerson. Number 10, Gabe Skinner. Number 11, Louis Snelling. Number 20, Valentine Onyowe. Number 13, Akash Jotsi. Number 14, Anthony Tam. Number 25, Alexi Del Porte. And in the goal tonight for the Hawks, number 32, Andy Caillou. The Hawks are coached by David Skozin, along with assistants John Burnup and Colton Hudson. And now, on your feet for your St. Mary's Memorial Rough Riders. The starters for tonight's match are number 3, Caden Niergarter. Number 5, Landon Dietz. Number 7, Cohen Kraft. Number 10, Jake Ackroyd. Number 11, Hunter Winget. Number 16, Brady Triplett. Number 19, Noah White. Number 24, Will Ross. Number 25, Isaiah Fast. Number 29, Lincoln Waterman. And in the goal tonight for the Rough Riders, number 0, Landon Klaus. The Riders are coached by James Holtzapple, along with assistants Josh Slusher, Skylar Liming, and Steve Steinecker. We wish both teams the best of luck, and we want to welcome you once again to Rough Rider Field for today's match between the Maumee Valley Hawks and your St. Mary's Memorial Rough Riders. Good luck, gentlemen.
All right, and welcome back. Seth, I do got to say one thing. A tradition has started with Coach Holtzapple with these boys, and it's seen some serious track with the popularity of this tradition. Before every game, all right, during pregame, Holtzapple shares a story with the boys. It can be anything that he's heard of from the Knights Museum, whatever. It's some type of historical value, and the kids love it so much, all the teachers know about it. It's a pretty neat thing. These kids are so excited about the story that they hear before each game. Pretty neat little history that we get there from Coach Holtzapple, a pretty neat tradition that the boys do have.
Yeah, it's always cool when a coach can put his own mark on a team. We've had plenty of traditions from Dave Ring, Josh Hertzstein thrown in there. Every coach tries to leave the mark, and that's a cool thing for Coach Holtzapple to continue passing on to his team.
And the game has begun. What's the gameplay that you want to see, Seth, from tonight's contest?
Well, Coach Holtzapple's got basically 2 different ways he can play this tonight. Does he want to, this might be an early tell.
This could be.
That works. It stays in the box. We're good. Not the start we want to see, but Coach can basically take a look at letting the seniors play, giving them the night to have some fun, to shine, to have their look at glory, or he can use this as a test for the playoffs.
Now, from the attacking point of the Hawks here, I feel like they're just going to use a tremendous amount of speed, just what we've seen from the first minute of tonight's contest.
Yeah, well, it's pretty lucky for the Riders to get away with not giving up that goal. Now they know what's coming, if they didn't already. Probably haven't seen any film on this team. Probably don't know a whole lot other than the stats, what they've shown you. So when they come out and show you the very first play and they don't give up a goal, that's a good advantage for the Riders. They know they've got that speed in the middle, and hopefully they make a quick adjustment because he flew through there.
We had a throw in there, thrown into the inside of the box. Keeper stepped out, and we're going to have the punt now. Punt's up in the air. Critical moment of winning the 50-50 ball. The only non-senior out there is going to be Noah White in that backfield.
Yeah, and that was something I noticed right away as well. I always like to see in the senior night which players is the coach say, hey, I can't not put this player in. He's got one player he could put in there other than the seniors, and he chose Noah White. So that says a lot about Noah.
It really does. Long ball coming through. Nice step by Waterman. Still leading possession here with the Hawks.
Number 11 for Maumee, top goal scorer, Snelling. We'll see how many opportunities he gets at goal. Definitely got some good skill. Number 10, he's got the top speed there, Skinner. Those are their leading 2 goal scorers. So we'll see if the Riders can keep them off the board tonight.
Saw a decent play, though, by the Riders. Jake Ackroyd on the left side of the field, switching the ball to the other side, getting it then to the inside fast. The top of the box was deflected away. Now back to the Hawks.
Looks like Mommy is trying to play some possession, try to pick their moment to play the ball through, play the ball over the top, being very patient.
And very quick with their feet, too, with movement with that possession. No white in the back.
The nice thing there, offside call. The nice thing there is the way they've done their couple attacks is knock it around their defense in their own half, and then all of a sudden just play one long ball, which is not super creative. That if they're going to do that all night, it's going to be pretty easy to defend. The Raiders just got to be ready on that back line to run. Now, if they try to move that possession up, get into the attacking half with that possession, then they're going to be looking for some gaps that are going to be dangerous.
Yeah. Niergarter on that right side contesting, putting pressure on. And we should have a St. Mary's throw-in. Niergarter taking the throw-in. Maybe some slight disagreement. Turns into a Hawk throw-in.
It's always frustrating as a player when you think it's yours, the referee says it's the other team's, and then you don't have time to get back in position.
Yeah. And that makes you have to move quickly.
Yes, exactly. We've got Winget on the left side here. We've had an opportunity to get it to him, but we did not. He does have some space, but we haven't found him yet.
Big throw-in. Headed out. It's going to lead to throw-in there. Yeah, as you talked about Winget on the left side, it'd be nice to have a camera viewpoint just for you viewers to see how open that could potentially be. Throw-in's going to take place to that near post, deflected.
Be a corner.
Be a corner kick.
Last touch over the end line.
Good to see some early opportunities here for the Riders. They treated those last 2 throw-ins like a corner kick. We'll see if we can get the ball a little bit deeper in here. Test out this goalie. They have only given up 10 goals, so you got to imagine he's a pretty solid goalie.
Yeah, looks like Ross is going to be taking the corner. Ball's going to be up in the air.
Good drive. Got to get ahead on that.
Ross moving quickly, still with the ball, bouncing around. And there's that speed, like what you said, from number 10, Skinner. Winget now with the ball, dropping back to Waterman. Over the top, just not able to connect. Would you like to see a ground pass right there instead of giving up possession?
I'd just like to see keeping possession.
Yeah.
We didn't have a whole lot of movement off of our 2 strikers there. If nobody's moving, just hold the ball. Try to maintain possession to you. I always tell my players, don't force it. You don't have to. You almost always have another option.
Patience is key.
Now, end of a game or you can't get any opportunities, then, yeah, it might be time to start forcing the ball here and there. You just don't want to see it all game long. Good possession from the Riders in the midfield. Let's see if we can build that possession into the attacking half.
Yeah, looking for options there right now, as you said with the movement. Not a lot of black moving around.
Yeah, you wonder if it's inexperience from, some of these guys playing together. They've all played this year, but not necessarily playing together. Missing some of the key starters for now. We'll see how long Coach Holtzapfel lets these guys play. If they're going to hang in this game, it's a non-league game, I say let them keep playing. Give them their night to shine. Maybe rest up a couple of their typical starters. We've got 1 game after this till the playoffs, so not a bad idea to let these guys go. Some of these guys might not see the field in the playoffs, so the bench gets shorter.
And the remarkable thing is 1 more game for the true season itself before playoffs. Kind of flew by.
Yeah.
It's crazy that we're already in this part of October, beginning part, and then we're just going to be moving right along.
Yeah, hopefully it's still a long season for the Riders. I've got about 3.5 more weeks left with my teams, so I hope the Riders are playing longer than I am. I'd love to see them in the playoffs. Love to go watch them play, but we did get the playoff draw, so we'll probably be talking about that at some point tonight. Riders did get a pretty decent draw getting the 2 seeds, so
awesome.
Should have a good opportunity to win some games there.
We're going to have a Hawk throw in here. Moving quickly.
Love to see that checking 2, laying it off for a teammate. Now 11's going to be making a run through. He's going to ask for this ball back, but does not look like they're going to find him.
Kraft stepping up, little through ball in the middle. 11 now with the ball. inside the box. Whole bunch of riders kind of around and shielding off. Klaus now with the ball.
Smart for the riders there to get more than one guy on Snelling as their leading goal scorer with 26. Hopefully they keep doubling him all night, not let him loose. He seems to have some pretty good foot skill. Maybe not the top speed that 10 has, but good enough skill to get around one guy. So you always want to throw an extra guy in there to help.
Ball still in bounds. Waterman trying to get a pass off, deflected off, going to lead to a throw-in. Trying to connect to Isaiah Fast, but intercepted. Little drop back and up and over.
There comes
now,
the speed.
Yeah, we got 2-on-1 right there. Open. Top of the box. Cuts in, takes a shot, and the ball does go into the back of the net.
Can't teach speed. Unfortunate ball, not a great ball into space. 10 gets onto it and is able to find Snelling for a pretty easy goal.
Yeah. And we are potentially going to see a replay. I would like to say thanks to Rider Nation Station. We do have a new setup right now. Our YOLO, what we typically use, has just been acting up a little bit if you guys have been watching. So right now we got Rich Spencer, Logan Yelton making everything work tonight. Thank you to the technical crew. Thank you to Rhett Chisholm and X Miller on the camera.
See what kind of response the Riders have after that goal. Not the type of goal you want to give up. You want to see the other team really work for a goal. So hopefully we can keep them from scoring another easy one here. I'd love to see the Riders hang into this game and really battle. Be a good setup game for the playoffs.
Yeah. Dietz just kind of holding on to that ball a little long, easily taken away. Over the top, he's definitely going to want that one back as it just went a little bit too far into the box. Now set up for the punt. Ackroyd passing off to Waterman.
Love when a player can. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Love when a player plays the way they face. You know, instead of trying to take that turn, he checked back for the ball, got the ball. Instead of trying to turn, he just plays a simple ball, play the way you face, as some coaches will say. You love to see that most of the time. Dietz has his hand full over here with number 9, but he outworks him, gets the ball.
All right, here's Ross. Ross with his eyes up, looking for options. Back to Kraft. Kraft working that left side. Contested. Here's a speed again. Falls down. Everything's nice and clean. Still getting up and trying to get that ball. Kraft finally able to get a foot on it, connecting to Ackroyd.
At some point, the Riders are going to realize that number 10's fast.
Yep.
Hopefully sooner than later.
Yes. Ross moving quickly over the top to potentially Isaiah Fast. Putting pressure on the Hawks. Stays in bound. Here's Ackroyd now. Approaching the box. Slight deflection. And it's going to be cleared up. Niergarter now with the touch. Shot on target. Right into the hands of the keeper. I mean, I guess take an opportunity when you see it.
Yeah. That's, again, we've seen the Riders be a little bit impatient down there. Want to see they've got – Mommy's given them the time and the space, and we've got the skill still in, which is cool to see from the seniors. You know, even the guys that haven't played a whole lot this summer or this season, still got pretty good skill, pretty good knowledge of the game where they can maintain possession. I just want to see them be more patient.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And one of the things I am seeing a little bit is sometimes when we do get that ball, there might be immediate pressure. And they can't. They gotta be moving. They gotta find that pass. They gotta be thinking ahead.
And that's something we've seen a lot on the girls' side. Not a whole lot of movement off the ball. I've seen it a few of the games for the boys at certain moments in games, and when they're not working for each other, it makes life a whole lot harder.
Yeah. Nice set of possession here by the Hawks. Like the fact that Dietz is on that backside, making sure nobody's gonna get through. Bouncing around. Still Hawk ball. In the middle. Klaus coming out. Going to be his ball.
Yeah, back to the movement off the ball. I gave my team a lecture recently about don't wait until your teammate's in trouble before you try to help them.
That is excellent.
Get yourself open before they get in trouble. You don't want to wait until they need you. You want to be there before they need you.
Make that connection happen.
Yeah. call for it before they need you. Let them know where you are at least, even if you don't get the ball. Just let them know, hey, I'm here if you need me.
All right, here's the potential attack. Through ball. And Kraft is going to be there to clear that ball out. The replay is going to be seen now for you all. As you can see, ball's going to be passed off. Does get by. Dietz thought was going to be called offsides. Quickly cuts on that right side. Kraft there to step in. Clears the ball out.
Looked like Cohen kept him on side there on the back side. Even though he was past Dietz, Cohen was a little bit deeper, so he was probably on side. But luckily, Cohen chases the ball down and doesn't let him score the easy one.
Nice connection here by the Hawks. Ball's going to be up in the box. Foot by Triplett. Goes left. Waterman contesting. And see if he's able to turn it around. Still working. Nice job by Waterman. Not stepping at all. Ball does go in between the legs. It's stopped. Throw in now for the Hawks.
Mommy's starting to show us why they are undefeated. Riders need some energy here.
Yep.
If we got 5 guys ready to come in, Coach Holtzapfel is ready to get this game back on track, and hopefully these 5 guys coming in are ready to give the Riders some energy because it is seriously lacking right now. It just kind of seems like we're out here for a casual Sunday adult league game. I've seen too many of those, so I'd like to see an exciting high school game.
All right, nice chest there by Triplett. Triplett trying to settle that ball. Goes a little bit too far over the top. Here's Wenget now dropping the ball back. Dropping back. Big pass up. Looks like going to be called offsides.
Offsides assessed against the Rough Riders. Indirect kick coming up for the Hawks.
All right, and indirect is going to be up. Ball's up in the air. Nice, beautiful ball. Nice high ball over the top.
Got number 10 looming out here in space. Not going to get an opportunity to get it, but it is going to be a corner.
Off the Rough Riders results in a corner kick for the Hawks.
Yeah, right now, if the camera shot is available, 10 is kind of just lurking around. Nobody's marking up on him, and we know that offensive threat, as you were saying. Now inside the box.
Mommy's trying to really make a mess in that box, create a lot of chaos. You see a lot of movement. They're definitely trying to get in the head of the keeper. Keeper's got to get big, get loud, and he has got to show that he is being fouled in that box. I'm a little disappointed from the referees there. He went straight up for the ball and gets knocked down. That's something that they got to protect.
As you can see that replay, skips over pretty much everybody. There's a deflection on 14 there. Pretty lucky for the Riders. That could have easily been a second goal.
Yeah. Riders got away with one there, despite maybe getting fouled. Our goalie doesn't give up one, so it's all right. Let's just hope that next corner we give up, we can protect our goalie a little bit better. It's one of those situations where I'm throwing defenders in there around my goalie, and I am using everything that I legally can to push those guys away. They are not messing with my goalie.
Yep.
Your defense needs to protect your goalie. We'll hope to see that on the next play. Riders subs several of their starters back in here, so we'll see if the game changes. Like I said, missing some energy here, so hopefully the starters coming back in, we can get some of that energy back, make this a little bit of an entertaining game for you guys at home.
All right, Kraft passing out. Hopefully we can see a group possession here. Just not enough on that pass. Easily taken away. Drop back now from the Hawks.
Sometimes you see those passes. Guy sits on the bench a little bit, gets cold. His touches aren't quite as sharp, coming straight from warm-ups. So hopefully we can get these touches back in gear. Hopefully we can get our possession good.
All right. Now it looks like we got Cantner passing up to Triplett. Triplett's going to be looking for that cross potentially. Up in the air. Backside's going to be open to Green. Not able to get a foot on it. Now looking for his options if he drops back.
Taking too long to give him options. We got 2 guys kind of hanging out back here, Slusher and Cohen, and they were a little slow to give some help.
And that's a moment, as you said earlier, just vocalization. Ball, 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 ball.
Yeah, just letting your teammates know you're an option. Step
by Kraft and then by Reed. Still kind of able to get that possession around. Now Reed with the ball. He's going to be moving quickly. Looking for Ackroyd, trying to get over the top. Little through ball action.
Got some time. Like to hear some talk. He had time to turn if he wanted to. Sometimes I hate when teams drop the ball all the way back to the keeper when they don't need to. Now, if you're doing it to create space in the midfield, like you're finding Will Ross there, that's perfectly fine, as long as you're doing it with purpose.
Little touch and go action from Green to Ackroyd. Just not able to connect. Going to lead to a St. Mary's throw-in, though.
Now, so far this game kind of tells you why we love WBL soccer. WBL, any game, no matter who you're playing against, it's electric. I'm usually a little jittery up here because I'm excited. You can feel it with the guys and how hard they play. And then you get a non-league game like this, end of the season. Definitely not the same kind of energy. Not the same energy from the crowd, not the same from the players.
And coming off of games like Shawnee, games like Kenton, which has just recently happened. Completely different ballgame. Slusher contesting the speed and gets the ball out, allowing St. Mary's to reset here.
Mommy obviously has more than one guy that can run. Number 9 over here showed us a couple times that he's got the speed as well, but Slusher is able to defend that one.
Onyonye with the throw-in.
Movement's happening for the Hawks. Looking for any type of option. Looks like he might get a throw-in to 11. Swing and a miss. Slusher trying to get that ball out. Nice job standing up, and he ends up clearing it out. Nice touch there by the Hawks. And Kraft now trying to work that ball. Unlucky touch. Now
Great
Ross.
turn.
Yeah, great, excellent turn to triplet.
He's got to find some space, or he's got to find a teammate there. Can't dribble into shins, something I'm always yelling at my players for. Brady's very experienced, so hopefully we don't see that too often tonight. It's one of those things where you got to adjust for the other team's speed, and we still seemingly haven't.
Ball's just kind of been bouncing around. Here's Green now. See if he can settle it to Ackroyd. Ackroyd looking to pass outside. Checks that. Now passes inside to Huck.
Riders got to be careful centrally. Both center backs been pulled out. Very dangerous. Luckily, we recover.
Shot's going to be off and does go high. Lead to a goal kick.
This is something, right now, seniors not the main priority. Coach Holtapple wants to see his team work against a quality opponent. Find your holes. Find your holes for the playoffs. You're going to come up against some good teams in the playoffs. You need to find your holes now. Any hole you haven't found so far. And Mommy is going to expose some, so it'll be good. The Riders just need to take note and fix them. Love to see a drop here to Cohen. Maybe a nice switch. Riders just a little bit too slow with those passes.
Ball does stay in bounds. Cantner trying to get the ball inside the box. There's a little slide tackle by Ackroyd. A little dangerous slide. Hawks keep the ball. Possessing up, utilizing all space.
Got some good foot skill again here.
Seeing some Green, contested by White. Works to the left side now. White still there.
Love to see his patience. He's a very experienced defender. He's not that guy that's going to dive in and try to win the ball every time. He's going to be patient, wait for his moment, wait for that little subtle mistake by the attacker, and then he's going to capitalize on it. That's why he's such a great defender. Definitely expect to see him with some league honors by the end of the year.
Slight miscommunication. Ross steps in. Deflection. Ball goes back and just kind of cleared up. See what Huck ends up doing here with the ball. To Ross. Ross over to the top to triplet.
Good opportunity here if we can
Over
keep
the
the ball.
top. Again, Canner wants it. He's going to be moving.
Keeper wanted the ball for himself, but smartly the defender realized he wasn't going to get there, so he clears it.
Looks like subs coming in here. Number 27, Grady Klaus, and 15, Rowan Verbrike, checking in here for the Riders.
X, I need you to get wide and then back in. I need that left side of the 18 and then a touch back in here for me. goal. Yep, go towards the goal. Zoom in, zoom in.
Kantner with the corner.
Kantner taking the corner. And the ball's going to be up in the air. Short option there. And he goes inside the box. Headed out by the Hawks. Kraft now looking for options, passing to Slusher. Quick step, though, with the speed from the Hawks. Easily taken away. Passing to the inside.
I always think anytime you have a ball in the air, especially on a corner, it's about who wants the ball more. I don't know if you remember how way back in the day when you were playing and I was helping coach.
I was going to bring this up.
I remember a terrible practice for the boys. You and your boys were really struggling on a corner kick, and I went in and I won maybe 5-6 straight head balls, and trying to prove to you guys it's just about making the choice. And it wasn't until Mr. Howie Spencer stepped up and basically took me out that I didn't win the ball. And it was great. That's exactly what I needed to see. Maybe not the foul, but basically putting a body on me, not letting me get the ball. And then after that, for the next probably 10 corners, I never won a single ball. It was great to see. One of those things where you just got to show your team, like, hey, it's a choice. And you got to have a leader like Howie step in there and be like, yeah, you're not getting that ball anymore.
Well, I appreciate that. And that was one of the most, best coaching moments that I remember of my entire high school career. Little give and go action, cleared away though by the Hawks.
All over the top. We're going to have some speed here to help. Homie's a little upset still about the previous call not getting made.
Slusher trying to go quickly, but Grady Klaus is now going to be checking in for the Riders.
Riders trying to show these boys a little bit of WBL soccer here tonight.
And isn't it interesting, just location, how the game is slightly different,
Yeah, it's one of those things where you hope it's not because we lack skill and they have skill in their areas. You hope that's not the reason. I think back in the day, back in my time, that was definitely the case. We did not have skill here in Hicktown, St. Mary's. It was a football town, and if you had soccer skill, something was wrong with you. That was pretty much the WBL all around, minus maybe Shawnee and Elida at that time. So we kind of played it that way, mucked it up because we had to.
Yeah.
Now we've got a lot of skill, but we still are willing to use our muscle, use our strength, play physical. And some of these teams that come from out of town aren't really about that. And sometimes it's an advantage for us, depending on the refs. And sometimes it's not, because we get a little caught up in it. And the other team's playing good soccer, and we just want to hit people sometimes. Yeah. Hopefully that's not the case tonight. Hopefully it's an advantage for us.
Yep. Throwing happening for the Hawks again. Looking for options, looking down that sideline. Now cuts inside. Slusher trying to shield off.
He does get the ball. Noah White does get the ball, so it shouldn't be a foul. Looks like he is going to call it. It's just an unfortunate slip from Noah White. He did win the ball first. A lot of times when you win the ball first, you see the ref let it go. But when it looks ugly, sometimes the refs decide, yeah, I'm going to call it just to make it look better.
X, get off him.
All right, looks like he is up. We're right outside the box. All right, as you can see, the wall's going to be set. What else are we looking for the defensive advantage with a shot like this?
So pretty tough angle to score from, depending on your shooter. So I'm looking I'm expecting a floater here to the backside. They've shown that they're willing to run through our goalie just to make it interesting. So we'll see if they do that again. I can't imagine a shot. Yeah, he floats it up here to the back post, exactly what I thought. And it is bouncing around somehow. He's calling, he's got his hand up, which indicates offside. I think it bounced around a few times there, and there was a guy still kind of sitting on that back line. Yeah, the guy that got the ball there.
Trying to get that little
tough for Mommy there to be called offside in such a tight play, but probably the right call. So I'll take it. But that floater is very dangerous. Mm-hmm. Again, it goes back to us talking about going up and winning the ball.
Yep.
You want to see your keeper come out and punch that out, but as they showed, they're willing to run into you and knock you down, which, I'm not discouraging at all if the refs are going to let you get away with it. But maybe some hesitation there from Klaus for that.
No White contesting. Hawks does go on the outside. Gets a cross in. Deflection. Ball bounces, scary bounce. Klaus is there able to save it, though.
One of my favorite plays in soccer, taking the ball to the outside, dribbling to the line, and chopping that ball back to the top for somebody to run onto. It's almost impossible to defend. You usually get a couple guys ball watching, and it's a great opportunity for the offense.
Yeah, it's so dangerous. And just getting back to that angle on the defensive side, it's literally impossible.
Yep, and you got all that power that you put into that shot. You have usually a second or two to think about placement as well, so you can get power and placement on a shot. That's just dangerous. So luckily the Riders able to block that shot, and Klaus is able to jump on it so it doesn't go in the goal.
Looks like 12, Kyle Abraham, and 24, Will Ross checking in here for the Riders now. Triplet and Kraft stepping off, getting a quick little breather. Okay, goes for a short throw-in. Back to Dingledine. Dingledine working that sideline. And deflection. Now Ross with the ball. Quickly stepped on. Gets about ball off to Verbeek. Verbeek tries to go through the middle. Taken away, though. Huck looking for options, taking his time, but stepped on. And ball's past Abraham.
Got Abraham stepping up instead of out, checking back to the ball. A little bit of inexperience there. Definitely got to make the right kind of run to help out that defense, get that ball out. Sometimes you see that with the younger guys. Sometimes you see it whether it's they don't remember or they haven't really been coached that way on the JV squad or in their past. But you want to see it be a better option there. And, you know, sometimes when you sub in a varsity game that you haven't really played a bunch, you're playing a position that you're not used to. So could be a little bit of that as well. It looks like Coach is trying to put in some of the younger guys, get them some playing time, get them some experience. It's one of those things where it's a non-league game. It doesn't mean anything to you. You want to see a couple different things. In the second half, I really looked to see Holtzapfel playing like it's a playoff game and trying to shut these teams down. Team like this is somebody you're going to see in the playoffs, the kind of quality you're going to see deeper in the playoffs. So you really want to get that practice with it.
Yeah, essentially it's kind of that trial run, you know. How are you going to play? Shot's going to be off, man. What a nice low shot. Just straight on to the keeper, though. But, yeah, powerful shot that you're going to see here.
Yeah,
up the middle. There's that nice pass to 11. Quickly takes 1, 2, and there's that shot. Low shot.
Kind of driving me nuts how 11 is getting so much space. 10 is constantly finding space. 11's finding space. Slusher's doing a pretty good job over here on 9, but we are giving way too much space to some of these other talents.
All right, Grady passing to the outside of Green. Just too much of a big touch. Over top, Slusher now with the ball.
I love him continuing his run, but now given a turnover, he's got to get back pretty quickly.
Still working that ball. Ends up dropping back. Clearing over. Dingledine there with the ball. It's going to stay in bounds. Down that sidelines, Abraham.
Riders are finding a lot of space in the midfield. Mommy's willing to give up that space. Riders have yet to do anything with it yet. They're playing possession right here at the middle, but have not had any real possession in that attacking third, and really only a couple opportunities towards the attacking third to create any shots. Again, lacking a lot of energy here tonight.
Not a lot of movement.
Not feeling a lot of inspiration, a lot of fire. We'll see as the game gets into the second half. If it remains a close game, see the Riders turn it on a little bit.
All right.
Riders can deal with that all night. That'll be perfectly fine with them. It's when they find number 11's feet that they really get in trouble. When they find 10 and 11's feet in this midfield or the attacking third, where they're most dangerous. Like right here.
And still with the ball, even though he missed the touch. Passing to the inside to Skinner, I think. And quick little one-touch pass. Trying to switch fields. Abraham now with the ball, trying to settle it.
His teammates got to let him know he does find a good ball. Got
Klaus.
Green on the outside making a good run, but we do miss him.
Ross trying to step up, just not enough on that pass.
Seems like every time the Riders try to get an attack going and they send numbers out, they make a mistake and turn the ball over.
Yeah. Like
Ref's ref's looking for an advantage, none developed, so he does bring it back for the original foul.
Yeah, just, kind of with that ball, once they get past that half point, they're just trying to get it up the middle, and it's just quickly getting deflected. As you can see the replay, that's when the foul is called.
Riders going to hold the 18 here, so I'm looking to see Maumee play a little floater in here again. We'll see whether it's to the middle, towards the near post, or if it's going to be a floater to the back post. They are overloading the back post, but sometimes that creates a good opportunity to run towards the front post, and some guy get a one-on-one. He does go for the shot, and it is off frame. Pretty ambitious from that kind of distance. I think the Riders will take that kind of shot all day from there.
So you can see that replay, shots off, just goes on the right side of the post. Number of subs you're checking in for the Riders. Did you see the near post, though? Dingledine was trying to figure out, should he suck in this way or suck in to that near post. There was White open.
Riders got the top squad in right now, so you hope to see some good opportunities created. Love to see some patience here. Did have some numbers over there, but we force it, and it does not work out.
Last touch, Hawks.
I always like to tell my teams there's times to go fast, there's times to be impatient, times to try the force thing, and then there's times to slow it down and get control. The Riders have yet to be patient.
Yep. Ref's going to call that. Ball's going to be up.
Let that go. Backside was there. Jake fighting hard for the ball.
Taking the shot, and it goes right.
Shot wide of the frame, off of Kraft's foot, goal kick, Hawks.
Riders need to recognize when they have numbers around the ball and when they don't. When they have numbers around the ball, I'd love to see them play some possession in that attacking third. Have yet to see that tonight. Colin Kraft decides he's going to put some body on it.
Cantner just the ball's just kind of been skipping around. They're looking for like one touches over the top. Now Cantner settling the ball, looking for potential cross or dropping back. Cantner still with the ball, and goes on the left side of the post.
Again, I like to say that he needs to be a little patient. He's got a triplet with an easy drop. Instead, he forces it in. Ball bounces around, and then he forces a cross that goes out of bounds. Just want to see one or two times be a little patient. See what kind of opportunities are created from that.
All right. Hawks taking their time in this goal kick. Ref signaling to go. Ball's going to be up.
Another
one by the Hawks.
51 by the Hawks.
Going to have a Hawk throw in. Looking for options wide open in the middle here. Goes to 11. Quick check with the ball. Working that backside.
Over his back anyway, but yeah. Hopefully the ref would have called him over the back there as well. Slusher's doing a great job shutting down this backside, number 9 here. He hasn't really done anything dangerous since Slusher's come in, so nice job from the freshman.
Yeah. And that is remarkable, too, the freshman.
Yeah, I think we've talked about him a couple times this year. Love to see his consistency as well. It's pretty easy for maybe a guy to come in and have a good game here and there, but when you're doing it all year, that's a whole nother story.
Special thank you to our ball boys and ball girls tonight.
And I would like to say right now we don't have a scoreboard up for you. There's about 4 minutes remaining, and the score is 0-1 in favor of the Maumee Hawks.
And Colton Neargarter, younger brother of Caden Neargarter. Thank you, gentlemen and lady.
Cantner with a little one touch over the top to Kraft. Little shoulder check. Still with the ball. Looking for potential drop to, looks like the Neargarter. Trying to pass it back, but just easily intercepted again.
Kraft says, welcome to the WBL.
Yeah.
And he really had no shot at getting that ball until he put in that extra little bit of effort, and that's what I love to see.
Ross now with the ball. Over the top, looking for Ackroyd, I believe.
He's got some options. Like to see him get involved. See, be patient. Got this backside opening here. You can't see it on your camera, but we have a wide open backside. If we can just get it there. But instead of dropping it out, we try to continue to force it right into that box.
And you talked about creating any type of connection. You know, I just love how Cantner running all the way around for a potential drop if need be.
Yeah, Cantner's really been putting in the work this season off the ball. Something I've really seen him grow. He's definitely always worked. He's definitely always moved, but this year it's a whole new level. He is always available for his teammates. It's something you love to see from him. Young guy coming up. He's going to be a great leader for this team, and it's definitely going to be a great player for a couple more years.
Ground pass up that sideline, stays in bounds. Cutting back, Cantner. Was looking for that cross, but nobody's there. A little bit of deflection, and it's going to the hands of the keeper. Is that something that right now you're not seeing? Right now we don't have numbers up sometimes.
Yeah, it's something that I've noticed from the Riders a lot this year. They like to attack with 3, maybe 4 guys total and go for that quick punch. And instead of a slow build-up, they like to just go that lightning quick, and that doesn't allow for a lot of guys to get up. And even when they are a little bit patient, they usually still sit with 6 guys back, which, when you got the skill that the Riders have, it can work well. But again, there's no one involved in that play on this backside. We got one guy here, and if he's not in the perfect spot, he's not getting the ball.
Yeah.
Now, if you're telling me the Riders are going to have a shutout and not give up goals in their playoff games, then that's fine. You only need 1 goal. We saw that. Unfortunately, it didn't work out at the end, but we saw that against Shawnee. Played a lot of great defense all the way till the last minute of the game. But we only needed the 1 goal. We only needed the 1 attack. There should be a yellow card here for playing the ball after the referee blew the whistle.
Offsides assessed against the Hawks.
Looks like that was number 11, Snelling.
Riders will be all right with him subbing out for a little bit as their top scorer for Mommy.
Checking in for the Hawks, number 0, Vicente Onyonye.
That's another story. I remember one time we were playing Bath, and I accidentally did that.
Accidentally. I'm sure it was an accident, Howie.
And then you guys pulled me off, chewed me out. I slammed my hand on that metal post, and then everybody sitting on the bench was like, ooh. Yeah, I was pretty mad about that one. Felt bad.
Yeah, hopefully you learned your lesson.
Yeah, that didn't happen again.
Sometimes that's all it takes. I do have a similar story with Mr. Justin McBride. The game was over, whistle blew probably 5 seconds after. He just cleared the ball straight into the parking lot. It's probably a good 100 yards away. And the coach from the other team was not happy. And he wanted Justin to go get that ball. And Coach Ring defended Justin. He didn't really see it. He just assumed the best out of his player. You love when a coach defends his player, but in this case, probably had he known exactly what happened, he probably would have made Justin get the ball. Justin still claims to this day that it was, right after the whistle, just barely, and it was an accident, just like you're claiming. But I think him and I both know the real story. But always a good time.
That's a good laugh right there. Cantner with the ball, using his speed, working down that sideline, and gets deflected away.
You can't see it the best on our camera here as we zoom in a little bit. But if you would zoom out, you see only 3 guys involved in the attack. You see 3 other guys, midfielders, kind of hanging back, just kind of watching, seeing what happens.
All right, there's going to be 46 seconds remaining. Here's a great attacking advantage that we do have with the corner kick. Make sure we win this ball up in the air. High ball.
Triplett decides he wants it, and he gets it, but not on frame. Now, observation here, Howie. Now, I know you and I have a pretty bad experience from a corner kick and sending up too many defenders, but we have 4 defenders back here, and they have 1 attacker.
Yeah, so
I like to see at least one of those guys, maybe 2 of them, get involved in that
pushing
attack.
up, yeah.
At least getting a little higher, maybe outside the box. Anything pops out, they can put it back in, and they can quickly get back in case there's a counterattack. Not sure if you remember the corner kick I'm referring to
help me
against
out.
Kenton.
Oh.
I believe it was Kenton.
I think so, yeah. All right, and that does conclude the first half of tonight's contest. All right, Seth, you want to say anything about what we just saw for the first half?
This is one of those games where second half Coach Holtapel needs to decide what he wants to do. Does he want to make this a game where he rests some guys, gives the seniors some time, and says, forget about the win. It's not a big deal. It's not a league game. Or is it a quality opponent? I've said it in the first half a couple times. Quality opponent, a type of team. You're not going to see this exact team, but the type of team you are going to see if you make a run in the playoffs. Do you want to test yourself against one of the better teams in the region? Do you want to see how you go against a team like this? Can you battle with them? So coach is probably talking with his other coaches right now, trying to decide that exact thing right now. Probably had some sort of game plan before the game, but seeing what happened in this first half, being in the game at halftime just down 1-0, he's got a lot of thinking to do, a lot of decisions to make. So we'll see what he comes out and does in the second half.
Yep. All right, well, stay tuned for the second half. Right now we'll be breaking off to our sponsors. Thank you. All right, and welcome back to the second half of tonight's contest. And Seth, before we took our break, you mentioned maybe we need to talk about playoffs. Can you talk about seeds, the draw, everything there regarding what we're going to be looking for in the future?
All right, so the Riders did get the 2 seed, I believe. Let me pull it up to double check there. But 2 seed, and they will get. Coach Holtzapfel decided to take the first round game instead of the bye. Something the Riders have really done for several years, dating all the way back to Coach Dave Ring.
And why is that? Can I ask?
And really, it was Dave having a pretty good team one year, took the bye, and did not perform very well.
I see.
Because he felt that the boys had too much time off. Early attack here by the Riders. Probably a good win here. Pretty good defense. Fans aren't happy, but Coach Ring wasn't too happy about his performance in the playoffs, so he decided never again. Always taking that first game, not taking the time off.
Gotcha.
Try to stay sharp. The problem is sometimes you play some opponents that, that aren't really giving you much of a game. Even though you are out here playing, it's one of those where you're almost trying not to score.
Mm-hmm.
So, if it's somebody too weak, it can be a negative. But, a lot of coaches just like to get out here and keep playing. Plus, it gives an opportunity for another home game.
Yeah.
Gives you a chance to make some more money in the concession stand, get the fans out here again for another game. So, not necessarily a bad thing. I don't blame coaches for making that decision.
Mm-hmm.
But the Raiders will get the 2 seed here and play Norwalk on October 13th. And if they win that game, they'll get another home game against Ontario, which is the 7th seed. Riders have played Ontario in the past.
I remember that team,
Typically
yeah.
a pretty good team.
Mm-hmm.
They are having a down year, but with their years of good soccer in the past, they're always a little bit dangerous.
Yeah.
Mommy does have a player down here, possible injury. So we will take a pause here in the game. Good opportunity to keep talking about the playoffs for us. Luckily, the Riders get a good enough draw to where they do not see any of the local WBL teams until what would be the 3rd game.
Really?
They would play the winner of Salina and Shawnee, which 2 teams that the Riders have battled with, clearly teams the Riders can beat.
Mm-hmm.
I watched both of those games. I don't know if you were at the Salina game, but the Riders had moments where they were the better team, and came away with a tie in that game. And then Shawnee game, I talked about it the whole time. I thought we were the better team by far. So to come out with a tie in that one was pretty disappointing. Maybe the Riders will get a chance to get some revenge.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the first 3 games for the Riders there, if they get that far, and then they'll play the winner of a whole bunch of teams that we've barely heard of. Maybe Napoleon, maybe Mommy, but a bunch of different teams that could come out of that. Number 1 seed in the bracket is Holland Springfield.
Holland Spring. Okay.
As I don't know who they are, so
No idea.
I won't talk about it.
Yeah, but a very promising start to the playoffs there that we can see there. Very exciting.
Yeah, definitely expect to see the Riders get at least 3 games. Would love to see them get deeper into the playoffs there. So not a bad setup for them.
And then can you talk about, do you remember our largest run in the playoffs? Do you have any information on that we do?
Yeah,
have?
definitely my favorite season of all time, of all the Rider seasons I've been involved with, whether it was a fan, a player, a coach. The boys of, let's see.
Is it 13?
2000 and that would be 13. 13 was the first WBO title. Yeah.
Was that Bay? Was it Bay?
That would have been, the loss to Bay, which great start to the game for the Riders. Bay was pretty much disrespecting the Riders, not giving them.
Yeah.
It's tough to see that.
That's tough to see, just dribbling all the way through, taking that shot off, and goes into the back of the net. You'll see the replay here. Gets by 1 defender, 2 defenders. Gets past the 3rd, left foot, goes into the right side of the net.
Now, I don't mean to compare somebody to Messi, who's in high school, but that's the kind of the Riders tried to push him off the ball multiple times, and the balance from 11, which we mentioned several times before, Snelling. The balance he has, fantastic. He just bounces right off people. You kind of see that professionally from Christian Pulisic. Very similar there. Very quality, very high quality soccer player there that Mommy has, that I'm sure they'll expect to make a deep run of the playoffs themselves.
Just not able to push him off at all. But going back to Bay, correct?
Yeah, so the Riders made it to regionals, and deepest run that I'm pretty sure we've ever made. And it was a lot of 1-0 victories, a lot of overtime, a lot of just fight and grit, and that's something you want to see in a game like this. You know, do you have what it takes to fight back and make this game interesting? Do you have what it takes to keep a top team off the scoreboard? You know, obviously that's not happening tonight, but go back to the Shawnee game. We had the 1-0 lead for the whole game. Didn't give up a goal, and then that last minute or two, giving up the last second goal. Those are the things you got to get figured out before the playoffs. If you want to make a deep run, that's the kind of defense you have to take. I don't want to hear anything about the stats, the wins you have, the goals against. I don't want to hear any of that until I see you in a big game shut somebody out. I heard a couple, not really anybody trying to brag, but heard a couple of people talking about, this year they might break the record for most wins, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear any of it until you shut down the big boys in the playoffs. And in the WBL, the big games in the WBL as well.
Yeah, no reason to speak prematurely at all, you know.
Yeah, and again, not that anybody really did, but I think it was more of a fan perspective looking at that kind of stuff. But Bay came in as the top dog. They did not think the Riders had any chance of hanging with them. Mr. Zach Lemmerman at the time had all the speed in the world, kind of like the speed we've seen tonight. And he had a couple opportunities early on in the game and just could not quite finish those. Hit one off the post. We kind of shocked Bay, and they were a little stunned. And we had a chance to take the early lead, and we could have just packed it in and parked the bus behind, back in the goal and maybe got away with one. But unfortunately, those balls didn't roll in the goal. And so eventually Bay wore us down with their skill, their speed, their talent, their size. And we couldn't keep up with them and lost that game.
Yeah, I remember traveling. I would have been in 7th grade. Shot on goal to the hands of the keeper, but that would have been my 7th grade year. A whole bunch of us were traveling up, and real quick, we're going to get a Larry Schaff replay if we end up getting it or not. But traveling up, just watching the boys, you know, us country boys playing at a game like that, it was pretty neat and pretty fun for us young kids just to see our high school team do that.
Yeah, and I'd made that trip, you know, those kind of trips several times for the football team with my brother playing back in high school, and with, you know, some of the 2000 teams with Coach Fry making those runs. Those were always fun, but seeing the soccer team do it was fantastic.
Pretty neat.
Remember watching the girls do it a few years, but never really had been done on the boys' side, and seeing it happen was something to be something to remember, and being part of it was even cooler.
Yeah.
Coach Ring was always pretty good about motivation, whether it's true or not, but he kept on telling us kept on telling the boys that Bay was you know, calling us country boys and hicks and hillbillies, and you know, he'd get us fired up. He'd get the boys. Sorry, I wasn't playing. I keep saying us because I felt like I was a player, but that's just how good of motivation Dave always did.
Even in 2016, I still remember him saying that about Bay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like I said, whether it was true or not, it didn't matter. He was gonna make everybody think it, and he was gonna get everybody fired up. He had many motivational tactics that he's used over the years, and I've definitely stolen a few of them myself in my coaching career.
Yep.
It's always interesting because, you know, I didn't like Dave in high school as a player.
Really?
He was not a coach that I enjoyed. But as I grew up, I realized all the things he did for me, how much he cared for me, and you know, every player that's come through his program, even guys that maybe were like me and didn't respect him like he deserved, and guys that maybe never turned that corner and realized how great of a coach he really was, how great of a person he really was. But he, no matter what, he still loved everybody that came through his program. So I like to bring up some old stories of some of the great things he's done, and the motivation was always the top thing for me.
Well, and just look out at the complex that you see.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he started from nothing.
Yeah. I used to remember when my brother was playing, and there was a tree. You know, there's no fences, there was no bleachers, people brought chairs. There was a tree that still kind of hung over the field. You know, so, you know, beginning of the season before fall came, you kick the ball and it might catch that tree and fall straight down.
Wow.
It was definitely not a very grassy field. Over time, Dave and several others put in the time, put in the money, put in the work to build this place to what it is. Like to imagine someday it'll be named in honor of Coach Ring and all the work that he's put in. We'll see if that happens. Hopefully it does someday. Be a great way to honor him.
That would be a great way. Well, back to the game.
Yeah, as we mentioned in the first half, we hope to see some more energy. We hope to see some better quality soccer here for the boys.
And I mean, starting right out of the gate, we did have that scoring opportunity. You saw a big old strike there, but not leading to any type of goal.
Yeah, Coach clearly giving the seniors some more time, which I have no criticism of. This is their night, non-league game, as I mentioned before. Definitely the right night to do it. We'll see if he puts the starters back in, their typical starters back in, and see if they can turn this back into a game. Right now, the Riders aren't really doing much to show that they belong with this opponent.
All right, talking about your starters, looks like they are going to be coming in now. You got Dingledine, Cantner, Slusher, and Hertenstein all coming back in.
Hertenstein and number 42, Reed Cantner.
And once again, we don't have that scoreboard, so we do have a camera checking over to it every once in a while, but the score is 0-2 in favor of the Hawks.
Love to see the starters that came in, the typical starters that came in, turn this back into a game, show some grit, and fight back to make this game interesting. We got a chance here. We got some numbers forward. Mommy's a little disorganized. Need to attack here. Unfortunately, we can't keep the ball.
Big old shoulder up against Green. Ross now looking for a ground pass. Just not enough power. Easily intercepted. Nice possession. Green there stepping to the ball. Looks like he wants it back from that last shoulder.
Riders showing a lot of individual hard work, which is fantastic.
Oh, did you just see that, Seth?
Tried to go for the bike.
Yeah, going for the bike right there.
Shows what kind of skill these guys have, that he's willing to pull that out on pretty tough opportunity.
Got
a replay
if you
here.
go see that replay, getting to that cross, just quickly moving to that outside, ending a crossover, looking for that bicycle there.
We mentioned before goalies and confidence last week when we talked about the Shawnee game. Player confidence is big too. When you see a player that's confident, it is a big difference.
Yep.
They're willing to try things like that, and every once in a while they pull something out of a hat that you don't think is possible, and you see something sweet. Yeah. A player on our team that has that kind of confidence, Reed Cantner.
Yep.
He showed throughout the year that he's willing to do some pretty miraculous things. I'd like to see a couple more players develop that same confidence.
Just Hawks easily able to dribble through. Finally, White able to get the ball.
Yeah, I was mentioning before that the Riders are displaying a lot of individual effort, a lot of individual attacking and defending, but do not see a whole lot of cohesiveness, a whole lot of team defending. We see one guy going in hard trying to win the ball, and then another guy, and it's just not working. You need to see that team effort in the offense, working to keep the ball, and also in the defense, working to shut down some of these dangerous players.
Yeah, not trying to criticize, but if they do get the ball, they try and do a foot skill that easily gets taken away, or they go for that long ball. It's easily just intercepted, as you said, just trying to find that teamwork, moving on and off of that ball.
Good footwork there from Jake Ackroyd. Now we need to see some easy options. He does have an easy drop to Kraft, but he doesn't use it. Instead, we force it again. We mentioned in the first half, forcing a lot of these balls once we get to this attacking half. Again, you see some individual defense.
Yep.
You see Reed Cantner working his butt
running
off,
around,
chasing. We don't want to see chasing unless it's a team decision to make sure all the other options are locked up.
All right, Ross now with the ball taken away. Man, if we could get a switch on the
Triplet
opposite side
running
of the
through the
field.
middle.
Yeah.
That's not a bad ball there either.
But right now we got one person in the box. Looking for a drop now to Ackroyd. Ross trying to win that ball. Dingledine debating if he needs to step or not. Slight deflection. Roll us out of bounds. Could be a throw in here for the Hawks.
Yeah, the Riders have showed all season they're a little reluctant to send too many guys forward, hoping they can do it with the few guys that they got up there. It'll be interesting to see as we get to the playoffs, you know, down in a game like this, down 2-0, what's going to change? Are we going to start sending our defensive mids? Are we going to drop to a three-man back and send an extra player up? What are we going to do in situations like this in the playoffs? Tonight, not a big deal. But this is a good test run.
Slusher trying to contest. Top of the box now, quickly working that little outside move. Gets a shot off. It goes way high.
Slusher and White do a great job to slow him down, keep him from doing anything,
see the
anything
replay
dangerous.
here. Yeah.
Riders will take that shot all day from outside the box. Good little fleck from Jake Ackroyd.
Yep. Triplet now. Ground ball connecting to Reed.
Just looking for some help. A little slow to give it to him.
Yep.
Don't want to see a foul there. He's working hard, but again, it's individual work. I say it over and over and over again.
Okay, Cantor back with the ball. Looking for a one over. Triplet getting a pass off Cantor. Immediately stepped by the Hawks. Now Dingledine. It's going to roll out of bounds.
Now starting to see some frustration from the boys out here. This is one of those things where you got to be careful. You got to be careful as coach. You got to be careful as a team. You don't want this to put you in a funk. You got one game left in the league, or one game left in the season. That's Elida on Thursday. Should be a good game for the Riders to kind of prep them for the playoffs. Elida's hung in pretty much every game they've played this year. Haven't won a lot, but have hung in, so the Riders should be able to get a victory and, you know, have a competitive game. But you don't want this game here to put a stink on your season as you go into the playoffs.
Yep. Should not linger at all. Ground ball. Step by Kraft. Big pass. Trying to get off to Ackroyd. Not able to connect. Slusher connecting, making body contact.
Now this also shows something in our season that clearly the boys have not faced a lot of adversity this year. This will be their second loss, and that first loss came in early August, I believe.
Yeah.
Maybe the second game of the year, third game of the year. And they've kind of forgot what losing is like. And WBL being down this year, non-league games, pretty weak opponents. This is what you know, and it's not necessarily a purposeful thing, but this is what a weak schedule can do to your team. Doesn't really set you up for these tough games. You know, if you got 5 or 6 of these a year, you're battle tested, you're mentally strong, and you know you can fight through some of this adversity. But tonight the boys are kind of showing me that they're not ready for a tough game. If they go down in a game, what are they going to do? They showed early on Salina game, they can battle back from a going down a goal, but haven't really had that in the last several weeks. So hopefully you see some of that grit tonight come back before the final whistle blows.
Looks like Verbeek, Abraham, and Brady Klaus coming back in.
This is the time of season you want to see everything clicking. You want to see everyone fighting, everyone united. And we haven't seen that yet tonight.
Yep, no reason for setback. Nice high ball halfway.
Glad to see that from the Hawk. I've been waiting to see that all year.
Here's scoring opportunity to Klaus.
Good look. If Klaus can get just one little touch to slow that down. It's a great look, great run.
Punt's going to be off. One by the Hawks. Now here is White dropping the ball back. Immediately pressured though by the Hawks. Klaus able to get that ball off. Nice possession, quick feet with the Hawks. Looking for options, goes inside, and passing back. Huck clearing the ball up. Cantor wants it, putting pressure up.
Now if we can get 2-3 guys up there pushing as well, obviously Cantor's pressure forces that pass out, but we want to see a couple guys up there just in case he is able to pass out.
Checking was Verbeek, not able to connect. Back to Hawk ball. Scary pass there from the Hawks, passing back towards the center. Gets through. Verbeek. Nice stop though by Dingledine. Up to Triplet. Immediately 2 people on. Klaus now.
Love when Brady makes those runs from the defensive wing, gets involved in the offense. Just want to see him stay involved in it, get that ball back, and do something with it.
Yeah.
But I do love those runs. That's when. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Took
now,
the shot.
Now the Riders are back in it, and we'll see what kind of soccer this ignites going forward.
So you're going to see Verbeek passing over to Kraft. Kraft quickly sets the ball. Once that shot off, there's going to be a deflection off that defender. It goes into the back of the ball as the keeper was already set on that shot before the deflection happened.
Tell my teams all the time, doesn't matter how the ball goes in the back of the net. They all count the same.
Yep. Doesn't have to be pretty.
Sometimes a little luck is needed. You don't want it, or you don't count on it, but you'll take it.
Yep.
Now, the Riders need to continue pushing, continue the work. This is now a ball game.
This is a ball game. See if that spark happens here now.
Love. Instant.
Look
Did
at
you
them.
see
Did you
that?
see there's 4 right there.
What did we say 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago? A lot of individual.
Mm-hmm.
That was the team right there. Exactly. That is Wolfpack mentality. That is Atletico Madrid soccer there, where you just go hunting. Wherever that ball is, you send the whole team.
Yep. That gave me the chills. I was like, all right,
I got him too,
we're
man.
back.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes it takes a little bit of luck, whether it's maybe a goal like that, maybe it's one player doing something fantastic, hard work. Right now, the Riders are definitely outworking. Look at this. Another turnover.
Trying to
Good
take that
defense
extra
there,
touch, yeah.
But again, Wolfpack or the Hawks can't get out of it.
A little confusion on the ball
Hawks
there.
can't get out of it because of the pressure.
Yep.
Riders need to keep riding this wave. Got 20 minutes to go. Plenty of time for the Riders to just keep pounding the ball forward. Keep hounding the Hawks here. Slusser's done a great job all night shutting him down.
Be a call there.
Looks like he got the foul. Good work. Slusher is eating that guy's lunch. I love it from the freshman.
Attaboy, Slusher. Going to be taking it. Goes short to Cantor. Quick step, though, by the Hawks. Verbeek now with the ball.
How much energy have you seen us in just since that goal?
It's a whole different.
It's amazing.
It's a whole different vibe.
We just had a
right
run
now.
from a midfielder forward into space. We haven't seen that all night.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if they can maintain. That's the key. You can do the things like that for 5 minutes at a time, but can you do it for 20 to finish a game?
You got sophomore Ibrahim out there contesting. Does get by. Huck there with the ball. Huck's going to clear that out. Should lead to a Hawk throw-in. Kraft coming in. Ackroyd checking back in. And we do have Colton Spray checking in for Grady Klaus.
Thought that was Eminem for a second.
I know.
Glad you cleared that up.
I was talking with his mom, Erin. She was just cracking me up about him dyeing his hair like that.
Gotta love it. Love those Spray kids. All hard workers.
Uh-huh.
Passion for the game.
Yeah.
Just watched their sister play a game last week. Fighting hard out there. They all have very similar playing styles.
They have the eye of the tiger in them.
Yes, a lot of grit.
And Spray's not a big guy, but you're not pushing him off of that ball.
You're right. He's going to fight for that ball. Watched him play some indoor this last season. He's definitely a fighter. Doesn't care who it's against. have had a little bit of a momentum drop here from the Riders. Let's see if they can get back into the attacking third. Want to see some communication here. Slusher's got nowhere to go. Does make the turn and get out of it.
Right, yeah, right now just no options. Just sends it down the sideline. Nobody there. Ackroyd keeps it in. Sorry, Ibrahim.
Yes,
Triplet now. See at this
love that
backside.
run.
Yeah, did you hear Lincoln Waterman just yelling
Absolutely.
there?
Great
Here's
run.
opportunity.
We want to see that run from the top of the box. Don't see it there, but does put a dangerous ball in. Makes things interesting. Want to see a ball one out of the air here.
Yeah, what'd you hear there by Waterman?
Yeah.
Brady.
Yes, and you mentioned it before in the first half. Something I like to tell my players, there's a difference between calling the ball and demanding the ball. And that was Lincoln Waterman demanding the ball. Like, hey, you better pass me this ball. I am making a fantastic run. And Brady wasn't even facing him. But because of the way he was calling for it, Brady knew, hey, there's something dangerous going on behind me. I got to turn and I got to find him. Can't do that all game. I do when I play. I always want the ball. I always think I know what's best, and I think I always know with the balls at my feet, something great's going to happen. But you want to pick that out sparingly as a player. If you're constantly demanding the ball, then obviously it kind of goes away and it's not as effective. But
whenever we would do alumni game, you would be talking. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna try and keep up with this guy.
Yeah, I tend to not shut up in a soccer game, whether it's as a coach or a player, but. Yeah, you definitely like to see the communication from some of these guys, and like we said, that from Waterman was fantastic.
Goal kick for the Hawks. Done with the goal kick.
All right, slow to the goal kick.
Got 15 minutes remaining here. Plenty of time for the Riders to get another one in here. Need to dig deep.
And score is 1-2. In favor of the Hawks right now. Spray one in that ball. Triplet working it, just sliding around, a little wet.
We have seen a lot of slips here tonight. This is the point in the season where, despite the lovely facility we have here, we do start to see the wear and tear on the field.
Yeah.
And not as grassy as you'd like to see it. So you do have some spots where you're not going to get much grip on the ground.
Ross trying to get a cross up. Now he has it. Ball just kind of skipping up around. And let's see what they end up doing. Deflection, going to be White throw-in.
Good energy from Triplet there. Like to see the Riders keep it down here. We'll see if they've got that Wolfpack mentality again. Got a ball deep in the box. See if they go as a team or as individuals. All right, that makes it easy there.
There's
Let's see if
Spray.
they get it back. Get it back, Will. Always yell at my players when they pass and stand. That's what we're seeing here. It's easy to do at the end of a game. Long season, tired legs. But that's what's going to make the difference.
Ball kind of up.
Patience.
Yep.
Patience. Had Jake check into the ball. Decided not to play it to him. Instead, play a ball in. That's not very dangerous.
Does that approach to the punt look weird to you? I'm not trying to be judgmental at all, but like it's almost mechanical.
I haven't paid enough attention to judge it, but if the ball goes forward and it goes decently far, we'll take it.
Oh.
Definitely seeing some WBL soccer here, but 8 doesn't care. He gets up and he keeps playing and plays a good ball through.
Right, Klaus is going to be coming out, sliding, and does go in favor for the Riders. Not far, but in favor.
Riders currently have 5 guys up top and 5 guys in the defense. Giant gap.
Yeah.
Not the type of soccer you want to see from a team that's down by 1.
Slusher making sure that does not become a corner kick, but it does become a corner. Potential replay here. You're going to see Triplet now. There's Kraft with the ball. There's that WBL soccer you saw there. It does get through, though, leading to that attack by the Hawks.
Got a couple seniors subbing back into the game here. Dietz, Widget.
Corner kicks up. Looks like a potential dangerous ball won by the Riders. Looks like
Got a chance
Can't
here.
tell
We got
Ross there
4
with the ball.
against 3. If we can go, if we can connect it, if we can keep it, tackle should be a foul. Referee either missed it or disagrees with me.
going quickly.
Got opportunities on his backside. We got to get control of the ball. We had a 4-on-3 advantage there, but we could not find the pass to keep the ball moving.
Dropping back. Spray looking for that ball. All right, here's Winget moving quickly. Nice slow possession there, though, by the Hawks. Ross now with the ball, passing out to Dietz. Down the sideline to Winget.
Good run from Deeds forward. Like to see those wingbacks on this left side defender has been making the run this half. I'd love to see that.
Looks like white ball.
It's unfortunate there.
Quickly,
But luckily it's just a throw-in, and the midfield doesn't really matter.
Mhm.
Hate when you see a team coach get all worked up about a throw-in in the middle of the field. Usually doesn't really matter. Obviously, the Raiders got the ball back, not a big deal.
Green with the chip ball, looking for Spray over the top, but defender number 4 of Maumee able to get a head on it. Huck now with the ball.
Seeing some very disjointed soccer here. Riders can't quite figure out how they want to play the end of this game. Maumee's got the lead. They don't really care. They just want to maintain possession and then ping the ball along like they have all game. Didn't check his shoulder. Turns right into a Rider. Riders are just looking to go in at 100 miles an hour. Pretty weak defending from the Riders. Disappointing. Got to break your man down. Got to keep him in front of you. Can't keep diving in. Maumee showed time after time again that they're just going to dribble around you. They got to get to physical.
10 minutes remaining here in the second half, as you can see. Score 1-2. Free kick's going to be up. Nice high ball. Huck there trying to get a knee on it. Does go outside.
It's one of those where his teammates need to communicate with Huck, say, hey, you got time, you got time. He has time for a good touch, but doesn't seem like a lot of communication. We're a little far away, but I am guessing by what happened. Not a lot of communication.
Right idea by switching the field. Nice little head there by Spray.
Get a
Spray
numbers.
back with the ball.
Got a numbers advantage here. Want to see him find somebody. We'll take a corner
kick there.
Good call.
Subs coming in. We got Brady coming back in. Brady Klaus, Reed Cantor.
It is one nice thing about high school soccer. You can sub on the corner kicks. If you got a specialist, you can get them up to the line before the referee subs them in. We used to have a guy. I just talked to Dave Ring for about an hour last week about our specialist, Tyler Parent, back in the day.
Tyler
He
Parent.
he didn't get a whole lot of varsity time, but he was in on every single offensive corner because he would put that ball in a perfect spot every single time. Usually we had a Wilker on the other end of that ball.
So he would take the corner kick.
He basically subbed in to take the corner kick, and then Dave would have another guy ready to sub him out. And Tyler embraced that role, loved that role. He probably had 15 to 20 assists that season, and just about all of them were on corner kicks.
That's amazing
Called
right
him
there.
the specialist.
The specialist.
And he loved it, every bit of it. Any role he could get to get on that varsity field, he took, and he did a heck of a job at it.
Second corner kick.
Deflected over the end line, corner kick Ross.
Ross taking the corner kick, picks up some grass, throws it down. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. Ball's going to be up.
Got to get a piece of those. We are down a goal with 8 minutes left, and we got 4 guys back on 1. Love to see more numbers in the box
And
there.
we're going to get a call there. Kraft unhappy about that touch that he had, trying to get that pass off. Quickly comes back and just puts his arm right into that attacking midfielder.
This is where the Riders got to dig deep, not worry about the call, move on, get set up for the play, get the ball back, and get the attack starting again. This is where they got to show their grit. This is where they got to show their mental strength. It's been a few years since I've seen a really mentally strong Rough Rider team. Not that they're incapable, not that they don't have their moments, but just overall togetherness as a team in these moments of conflict, these moments of tough situations.
Oh, there's scoring opportunity.
Great
Nice job by
save.
Klaus there, yeah. See if you can watch this replay. So beautiful high ball from the Hawks. Goes over the top. Huck trying to get that header off, just miscalculated a little bit. But nice save, though, by Klaus. A little heel pass.
Good look.
Did you see?
There, probably
Yeah.
offside, but again, I want to see some patience. We've got an opportunity. We have the skill, the ability to pass around these guys and to run around some of these defenders. But we haven't displayed it yet because we keep on forcing the ball in. Tough situations we're trying to force.
Ref urging the Hawks to get a move on, as that's their go-to right now with taking their time. Nice chest, keeping the ball up. All right, see if Grady can keep it down, but nice
touch.
pass to
Oh, man.
Cantor.
Love to see him let that keep rolling into space there, but that's got to have some communication from his teammates.
No call being made.
Tough, and that's the tough one. It's not. Don't call that. Oh man, that's tough.
That is.
Now that is a 3-man ref problem right there. That is what we saw. The Riders did not get the call down here because we don't have anybody with a great angle there. Watch him drag his feet looking for that foul. Obviously, Huck stuck it out there, gave him the opportunity to do it. So yes, it is a foul, but we have the call missed down here in our end because we don't have that third guy with that angle. You can't blame the ref there. He's in his spot. He can't see that foul. That is why everyone needs to fight for 3 referees in high school soccer.
Right now, looks like the ref's talking with that defender. Clarify some things. Cohen Kraft was over there talking to the refs.
I love a referee that is willing to talk to a captain or a coach at the right moment, have conversation, discuss things. There's a lot of referees, unfortunately, that they're understandably they're a little butthurt when they get yelled at all the time, so they don't want to have conversation. But it's always good when a captain can talk to them, clarify some things. He wants to make sure that clock started before he kicks the ball. Pretty smart there from the Maumee player. Going to start to see a lot of grit here, or a lot of aggressiveness. He's going to slow down the play by stepping in front. Referee's going to yellow card him for slowing the game down here. Like to see the ref taking the game over, not letting this get out of hand.
What a weird 2 minutes of soccer we just saw right there.
Now, this is the fight. This is the fight you want to see out of the Riders. Maumee's clearly going to fight back. We'll see if the Riders can keep their heads together. It's fine to fight like this. It's fine to work like this. But you want to keep it to where you're not the ones constantly fouling the other team, because obviously that's not going to be good for the team losing. Don't want to take yourself out of a play because you're complaining. So you got to do it the right way. We'll see if the Riders can do it here in the last 5.5 minutes.
Huck taking the ball, setting it down, doing this signal. Noah White moving into position.
Hope to see the Riders push some numbers up in the attack here. No reason to worry about giving up another goal. 3-1, 2-1 doesn't make a difference. Got to see those passes connected. Got to see those Riders get a piece of the ball.
Prior to the throwing, checking back in for the Rough Riders.
Ackroyd Dingledine coming back in.
Got our typical starters in right now. Love to see these guys finish out the game. Hopefully no more subs, nothing to slow the game down. Just 5 minutes of hard work for the Riders. Big toss.
I love how you see right now Dingledine looking for that backside. If we can
yes.
Communicate that
Drop
as a
it out
team.
to Triplet. Let's get a swing. It's got to be a leading ball instead of him going backwards. Ball over the top.
That's
Potentially
gonna be-
offside. Does not call it. We're good. That should be a corner. Should be a corner. There we go. Push him up. Push him up, coach. Get him involved. Our 7-footer's going up. Patience here. Don't force it. Let's get organized. Now notice we have 0 people on the goalkeeper. Complete different setup than what Maumee had against us.
Ball's up in the air. Backside. Gets through. Great scoring opportunity by the Riders. See if Triplet can keep this ball in. Goes out of bounds. Going to lead to another corner
You
kick.
mentioned the interesting punting technique from the goalie. That's something I just never have seen from there. He tried to gator arm chop the ball to make that save. Definitely the reason why he did not catch the ball. I think it was a little bit of hesitation. Ball squeeze.
Shots off.
Oh, man. Nobody was ready for that,
Misses out
including
left
the
side of
keeper.
the post.
Good opportunity.
Yeah, great
Love
idea.
to
If we
see
can
this.
see a replay here.
Clock stop for a sub for Mommy.
Turn of the game for the Hawks, number 9. Nickerson.
Yep. You're going to see a replay here coming up. There's a replay. Dingledine off to Cantner. Cantner just quickly taking that left foot, and keeper just checking back, not ready for that shot to be taken off.
Love to see your players that have 2 strong feet. That means any ball, any opportunity they have, they can get a dangerous shot off, and that's what you saw there from Reed Cantner.
Dropping back to Slusher. Slusher kind of just clearing it up. Connects to a Hawk player. Cleared up now.
Probably going to see a lot of that from Mommy, even though they've done it the whole game. Definitely going to see it every time they get the ball, probably, for the remaining 4 minutes of this half. The Riders have got to find a connection to build up.
Ross still wants it. Ross to Green.
There we go. Let's be patient.
Quickly checking back
Build.
in.
We got numbers to the left. Use Dingledine. Use Brady. Good overlap there by Brady. Stay patient. I don't like that ball. I just don't like it. It's what we've seen all night, the lack of patience. Because now, Mommy can kill the clock for a good 15 seconds. Now the ball's cleared back into our end.
So anything you did build up, it's quickly kind of erased away.
Yeah, now we're wasting 30 more seconds, trying to get possession, trying to get it back to where we were. Need some teammates talking to him. He's got to drop.
2:55 remaining. Riders still down 1.
Keeper ball here should give him a chance to push up. Need to see multiple Riders pushing up.
Right now, nobody's kind of moving right now.
We got 2 guys
Walking.
up. 2 guys up. Got to have more. There we go. Good opportunity, but we need that second run. We need some communication there. Reed was making the second run, just not in the direction that Jake flicked the ball. Now again, another 30 seconds going to roll off the clock until we can get possession again. And that's if we win the ball. Good win from Huck. Got to get control. Outside. Again, that's what we're going to see from Mommy smartly. About kicked him in the face. Yep, good call. Get the ball quickly. Get the ball quickly. Set it up, and let's be patient. We got numbers here. Find Will Ross' feet. Yes, let's go. Triplet needs to pop out wide here. Get the ball. There we go. Now
There's
patience.
nice
Patience.
there.
There we go. Keep pushing.
Cantner. This is a nice set of possession that we're seeing from the Riders. Why have we not seen this all night right here?
Yes, but we are having a hard time finding the ball into space, into a dangerous opportunity. He's okay letting us possess it back here.
Step to that ball, quickly intercepted.
No foul. Cannot give up a foul.
Ball goes through, dropping back to the keeper.
We got plenty of room over here. We got to play that ball to Brady. Brady Dingledine is where that ball needs to go, but I don't hear the early communication. You got to call it before your teammate plays the ball. A lot of little mistakes here to finish the game. There we go. Got
Ross
time.
Looking outside. Here's Dingledine. In the middle, trying to connect to Ackroyd. Slight deflection. Minute remaining here in tonight's contest.
No reason for him to be open and be able to turn.
Keeping that ball in. Needs some communication. Passing the ball back.
Now let's keep it.
Klaus. Possession over to Slusher.
All right. Need to send Brady up. Need to send Noah up. Need to get moving. There we go. That's a great ball. Again, Riders trying to strike quick rather than being patient.
It's going to go out of bounds. There's a Hawk throw-in. Got 20 seconds remaining. Riders with the ball, sending it up one last time.
Patience.
It's going to go out of bounds, and that
Patience, and that's gonna do
should
it.
conclude the game for tonight. Well, Seth, thoughts about tonight's game, thoughts about the game leading up into the last WBL game on Thursday to playoffs. Well, what's your viewpoint right now?
This needs to be a second half that Coach Holtzapfel and the coaching staff and the players watch more than one time. This is the type of ending you're going to see in a playoff game. Riders have not been in this kind of situation in a game since Salina.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been, month and a half, and they forgot how to play from behind. They haven't really done it all season other than Salina. This is a film to watch. We talked about it all game. They're very impatient. Very reluctant to build up and continue to build up. The Riders have shown that they can score lightning quick. We know that. We know that from last year. We know that from this year. We saw it against Shawnee. But can we build up patiently? Can we try to control the end of the game and get great opportunities instead of maybe okay opportunities? I'd really like to see them play a little bit differently to end that game in the future. Now, whether they do it or not, I don't know. Maybe they'll shut me up and they'll score some lightning quick goals like they have in the last 2 years. But we saw it last year. They got a tough opponent and they couldn't beat them against BG. This year, they're going to face some tough opponents in the playoffs. And are we going to have a different perspective on the game, or are we going to try anything different? Are we going to try to win a different way than what has worked for us in the past? We have to be capable of winning more than one way.
Yep.
So this is a have to watch. I'm excited for Thursday's game against Elida. We get to see our former coach Pat Larkin.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I've been talking to Pat on and off throughout the season, and one of his assistants, Aaron Garrett, been talking about the season. They have been in every game, pretty much every game. They just can't quite get over that hump. So I look for them to make it an interesting game. Yeah. It's a WBL game against the Elida. It's always going to be interesting, but it'll be cool to see him back, see what kind of things what kind of stamp he's put on his own team. Be fun to see him playing here at Rough Rider Field.
Yeah. Well, and like we did say earlier, it is senior night, so nice of Holtzapfel getting all those seniors out there on the field as much as possible. And this does conclude tonight's broadcast. So thank you, Seth, for joining and doing your stuff. Have a good night.
Night.